Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today is our second online meeting, and I'm going to touch on phonetics and phonology, which is the first important scopes of linguistics. Well, I'm going to explain what is meant by phonetics and phonology, then I'm going to go into details. We will move into place of articulation and manner of articulation. We will see what speech organs are needed for the production of speech sounds. Okay. Phonetics. What is meant by phonetics? Phonetics is the study of speech sounds. So once again, phonetics is the study of speech sounds. It studies how speech sounds are produced and what speech organs are involved in producing every single sound. Okay, but what about phonology? Phonology studies the stringing of these speech sounds together. Speech sounds together. So how speech sounds are combined together, are strung together to make meaningful words is the study of phonology. And how speech sounds are produced and what air mechanism is needed is phonetics. So when we are studying how speech sounds are produced, we are studying phonetics, and when we are studying how speech sounds are organized are combined together, we are doing or studying phonology. So there is a difference between phonetics and phonology. Okay. Now we will move to something different, that is speech organs or organs of speech. Okay. Organs of speech. Organs of speech, okay. If we just consider our mouth, we will see that there are lots of organs beginning with the lips and teeth, alveolar ridge, and hard palate, and soft palate, and glottis and eglottis. And the most important speech organ is the tongue. Number one, lips. If I say ba, che, and ma, you will find that the two lips are needed to produce these sounds. We call these sounds bilabial. Number one, bilabial. Bilabial means shuffle. We have bilabial sounds. So what is a bilabial sound? A bilabial sound which is produced by pressing the two lips together, producing such sounds. Ba and ma and pe. So these are bilabial sounds. I know this is an introductory course. Well, I'm not going to explain things in details, and you don't need to know everything in detail, right? So, but this is bilabial. What is a bilabial sound? A bilabial sound is a sound which is produced by pressing the two lips together. I mean, when the two lips come together, when we say black, people, men. We find that the two lips touch one another. Teeth. We have the upper teeth and the lower teeth. The upper teeth and the lower teeth. Okay. We call the sounds produced by the teeth dental. So number 2, dental. Dental. We have dental sounds as we have bilabial sound. What is a dental sound? A dental sound is produced when the tip of the tongue comes between the upper and lower teeth. When the tip of the tongue comes between the upper and lower teeth, try to say, think this. You will find that the tip of the tongue is inserted between the upper and lower teeth. So we have this. Fa. This is fa. Fa. And the word think. And this is fa. And the word think, and this is the. It equals in Arabic this sound the, and this is fa. So once again, this is the, and this is fa. Fa in the word think. In the word think. And this is in the word this. Although. Right? So this is once again the. ذلك. And this is ثابت. In English, think. 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 So this is a new for you, so you have to keep them, right? Then we have the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge in Arabic means الثنايا العليا. It's the area behind your upper teeth. So why is the alveolar ridge is important? Well, the answer is that it is important because about 6 sounds are needed, when we use the alveolar ridge. Okay, I'm going to explain them. We call the sounds produced at the alveolar ridge, we call them alveolars. Alveolars. Okay, alveolar sounds. Try to say ta and da and ra and la. You will find that the tip of your tongue touches or is pressed against the alveolar ridge. So we have this phoneme ta, and we have da, we have na, la, sa, and za. Ta, da, na, la, sa, za, and ra. These are alveolar sounds. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 alveolar sounds. How are they produced? They are produced when the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, which is the area behind your upper teeth, right? So alveolars, number 1, bilabials. Number 2, dentals. Remember, this is the and this is fa. And then we have alveolars. We have alveolar sounds. Right? Ta, da, na, la, sa, za, ra. I think you are familiar with these symbols because they represent the same alphabetical system in English, the same letters that you are familiar with. Then we have Labiodental. We have, okay, this is the hard palate. The hard palate is the bone structure in your mouth. It's the upper bone structure in your mouth. When I say ya, we have palatal sound. Palatal sounds. Remember this. How many palatal sounds we have in English? We have ya. We have ya. This is ya. In the word yes. Okay? Ya. This is a. You find that the middle of your tongue touches the hard palate. E, ya. E, ya. Okay? So a palatal sound is a sound produced when the blade of the tongue or the middle of the tongue touches the hard palate. The hard palate is the upper bone structure in your mouth. Okay? So we have one palatal sound that is ya. We have one palatal sound that is ya. And now we move to the soft palate. Soft palate. When I say soft palate or velum, and sometimes it is called velum. Velum. In Arabic هي اللحمة الطرية التي تأتي بعد الهارد palate. Soft palate, we have velum, velar sounds. V. We have velum, okay. Velars. Okay. What is a velar sound? Velars. So once again, what is a velar sound? A velar sound is a sound produced when the back of the tongue touches the soft palate or the velar. So I'm going to repeat this again. When the back of the tongue goes up to touch the velum, we say a velar sound is produced. So how many velar sounds are there? There are 3 velar sounds. Number 1, we have ga, ig, and we have ik, and we have in the word going. So ga in the word go, and ka in the word kick or bike, and in the word going and sing. Right? These are the velar sounds. Once again, you have bilabial sounds, dentals, alveolars, and palatals, and velars. And now we move to the last one, which is the glottis. We have actually 2 sounds that are made at the glottis. We call them glottal sounds. We call them glottals. We call them glottal sounds. So a glottal sound is made at the glottis. Is mainly made at the glottis. We have ha, and we have what is called hamza. So this is not needed, but mainly we have to focus on ha sound in the word have, hat, behind. So a glottal sound, okay, is mainly made at the glottis, right? So as you have seen, the mouth looks like a factory, and this factory has lots of machines, and each machine is responsible for producing certain products or certain goods. So we have to think of the lips as a machine, and the teeth as a machine, the alveolar ridge as a machine, and the hard palate as a machine, and the soft palate as a machine, and the glottis as a machine. Okay, the last place of articulation is something called labiodental. Labiodental. Okay, labiodentals. When I say a labiodental, this means that the teeth, because of dental, the teeth, and the lips are needed to produce a labiodental. Okay, when I say fa, fa, va, you will see that the lower teeth and the upper lip are needed to produce these two phonemes or two sounds. Fa and va. Fa, fat, life, verb, live, labiodental. Once again, the labiodental say fa, va, ib, ib. So you will find that the lower lip touches the upper teeth. Then we have other consonants in English, which are, okay, see this? Itch, this is itch, and this is ish, and this is itch, and this is j, j, okay? We have itch, and sha, and we have idge, and we have ja, ja. This is in the word chair, in the word she, in the word job, and the word raja, raja. This is stronger than this. What do we call these sounds? We call them palato alveolar. We call them palato alveolars. We call them palato alveolars because you will find that the front of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge and the beginning of the hard palate. When I say itch, you will find that the beginning, the front of the tongue is in contact with the hard palate and the alveolar ridge. Some people call them post alveolars, call them post alveolars. Post alveolars, right? So it doesn't matter whether you call them palato alveolars and post alveolars. Okay. So we will have a quick revision regarding the place of articulation. Number one, bilabial sounds. We have bilabial sounds. Pa, p, and ma. When I say a bilabial sound, it means that the tip of the tongue, so the bilabial sound, the two lips are involved together. After bilabial comes labiodental. Labiodental. We have va and fa. You don't need to understand everything in detail, just you have to memorize these new terms. Labiodental. Labiodental, okay, va and fa. Palato alveolars. Itch, sha, itch, ja. You have to understand the symbols. This is itch, this is sha, and this is itch, this is sha. You have to memorize these symbols. And then we have alveolars. Alveolars, if you remember, we say ta, da, na, la, ra, sa, and za. And we have dentals. Dentals, aswat sinniya. They are, if you remember the dental sounds, when we say this is tha, and this is, once again, the. This is tha, and this is the. We call them dentals. And then we have palatals. We have one palatal sound in English. We have one palatal sound in English that is a, or ya. And then we move to velars. 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 From the word velam, we have ga, ka, and ing. This is a new for you. This is a new. It's in the word ing, going, sing. And then we have the glottal sounds. We have ha. You are familiar with this, and we have that is al-hamza. Let me say okay. Right. When you say the word water, this is a glottal stop, right? Thank you so much, dear students, for your attention.